Local boys. Feeling alright, yeah. Local boys. Local boys.
It's all about time. We got 20 seconds, yeah? Okay. Easy. Okay.
Yep.
Go. Easy. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. How'd your day go?
It's good, man.
Oh, yeah?
It's good, it's good. It's busy last night.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, mental. Me and my bar back, probably about 50, 60 people. Banging it. Multi-force, you know how we do.
You know. You're the man of those things, you know what it is.
Hey, man. Soon to be the man.
Okay.
Very soon.
So it's, we go with hammers first.
Okay.
Yeah?
Same way?
Yep.
Sure.
15 seconds. Yeah. Just real smooth.
Okay.
Gotta be quick now.
Yep.
Ready?
Yep.
Go. Perfect. Good. Let's go. Chest. Go. Easy. Sit up, brother. Use your core. Stabilize you, brother. Now you can go in and out. In and out if you like. In, then out, wet out. There you go. Perfect. Good side. Let's go. Easy. You gotta pull yourself, brother. Push yourself. Let's go. Push. Push. Two more. One. 2. Time. Good. Perfect. Good enough. Okay, let's go. Easy. Good. On the time. And the reason why we're doing this, bro,
Yeah, man.
it's all about not so much about rep scheme, but more intensity.
So flex all the way through?
Yeah, so you got to flex all the way through for that whole time that we're doing this. I mean, there's no rep scheme, just intensity. Let's go. If you want the benefit quicker, that's what you got to do. Time. Perfect. How's that? Is that better?
Local boys.
Hi, I'm Bolo.
Hi,
Welcome
Jet.
to Cali Motors. Oh, Jet.
Yes, thank you,
hi.
Bolo.
Nice to meet you, Jet. Yes.
So, I am interested in this car. This is the car for me.
Yeah?
Do you think we could go for a little spin to check it out?
A little spin? Yeah, of course.
Or a long spin. I love this. I've always wanted a sports car. I mean, look, perfect accessory.
Perfect on you. Yeah.
Nice, huh?
Right.
Kick the tires, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Oh my gosh, this is so perfect.
Yeah, it is.
I love this car. You know,
This car?
my kids are older now. It's time for me.
Time
This
for
is
you.
great.
Okay. This is Mama's car.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
oh, hot mama time.
Time
Excuse
for hot
me.
mama.
But,
Yeah.
yeah, you know, we could take my station wagon, trade it in. How much do you think I can get for that? Look at this. That's
Actually, it's a perfect size for you.
I know.
Yeah, I saw
Every
your little short, but this is
Filipino girl
perfect.
should be in this.
For Filipino girls. I love Filipino girls.
Really?
Yeah, they're perfect for this car.
What's the law for like the car seats with the baby? Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to take her in this thing too much anyway.
Yeah. Maybe you should keep the other car for the baby.
Well, no, you know what? My mom has a van that I can borrow and stuff, so yeah, this is going to be perfect. Oh my gosh. So,
Yeah, you like it?
are you going to take me for a really good spin where I can...
really, really nice spin and
going?
get a little bit feel of the car. You know,
Oh,
light ride.
wow, I can accessorize this.
Accessory. Yeah, accessory. That's important. Accessory.
Yeah, I like it. So, I mean, do you sell these kind of cars to a lot of, like...
Only women.
Only women?
Only women
Really?
buy these cars. Yeah.
Wow.
This is a woman car. Yeah.
This is
Mazda
great.
Miata and Volkswagen Jetta is women car.
Yeah, and you know what? My kids are getting their driver's license soon, the twins, and...
Oh yeah, you get twins.
Yeah, and nobody is going to drive this with me.
All right. How old's the twins?
Well, they're like 15 and a half, so...
Oh, wow.
Actually, you know what? I could probably push them off getting their driver's license. You know, I got the Maui Bus now.
Oh, perfect.
That way I don't have to worry about insuring them, too.
Oh.
How much does it cost to insure a car like this, you think?
Well, it's going to be a little bit hard because it is a sports car, but you know, it's all worth it.
Yeah, and like payment-wise, what do you think I would be Like looking at.
Well, you know, if you're credit worthy and it's credit availability, you got a real lower interest rate. Maybe you put a couple grand down.
A couple grand,
Yeah,
huh?
couple grand down, and maybe like $500.
$500? Really?
Yeah. Think you could do that?
But this is worth it. It's so
Absolutely.
worth it, right? I know I can cut something
Look at how
out.
it handles here. Look at that.
You know.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. No, this is excellent.
Okay.
This is the one I want.
Okay. So let's go take it into my office, write it up, and see what I can do as far as financial.
Okay.
How's
Well,
that?
you know, because I'm thinking like maybe $200.
200? Okay, we can try for 200.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
I'm in the bank. I'm just giving her a fair number. But if 200, we can do 200. Why not?
Okay.
We can stretch the loan out a little bit longer. Yeah.
Hey, are you single?
Single? Think so.
I mean, would you go out with somebody
Oh,
that was ready
absolutely.
to fire like
Oh, yeah. This would actually turn me on.
Really?
Yeah.
I definitely want to get this car.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go write it up.
Okay,
All
right
right.
on.
All right. So the boss gonna call and give us, what's going on with the application.
Oh, that's
here
fast.
we go. That's fast. Okay. Hey, boss. What? How about if she puts more down? No? Well, okay. Thanks, boss. Okay. Just got good news for you.
Yay!
I got you approved on a Ford Focus.
Ford Focus?
Yeah.
No, wait a minute. No, we didn't even look at that car. I want that Mazda Miata. Remember how good I looked in it? I gotta have that car. Isn't there something we can do?
Well, I even told the boss if you could put more down, and he said, not even if you put more down. Unless you put 100% down.
You know, I took a look at this place when I walked in. It's kind of dirty. I mean, I could clean it maybe like once a week in exchange for something. Are these your kids?
That's my baby.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do they live around here? You know, I'm a great babysitter. I'm great with kids. I got 4 of them. And mine are kind of like on the way out, and I could really take care of your kids really well. There's gotta be something.
Well,
we
they're
can
with
do.
their mom, so they don't need a babysitter.
Oh yeah, but she's probably terrible. I mean,
Yeah, well,
I could
no,
do a really
it's
good
my ex.
job.
That's why. Yeah, you're right. She's terrible, but
No, but
well, we got cleaners,
But I'm a
we got
really
professional
good.
cleaners.
I clean as good as professional. You should see my house. Maybe we should talk about this over dinner. I'm sure we've got we can come up with something.
I like to be like First Hawaiian Bank always says yes, but in this instance, I guess the bank tells me what to say. You get it's a new car, it's a new Focus, it's got 40 miles per gallon.
I thought you were a professional.
I am a professional.
Your card's a professional, so you should be able to make deals, right?
Okay.
I mean,
Let
I
me
heard
call-
you were the best.
I am the best, but let me call a spade, okay? Now this is the way it is. The bank told me that we're gonna start baby steps. Entry level vehicle with lower payments, and let's say you pay it good for a year with no hiccups, no late payments. Then maybe you can come back again, and then I'll put you in a Miata. How's that? We gotta go a step. It's a plan.
A plan.
I'm not saying totally no. There's a plan that we need to go through to get to the Miata. How's that? Does that make sense?
A year? But
Well,
I want
6
that car
months.
now. 6 months. How about 3 months?
Okay, we can try in 3 months.
Maybe you should come over to my house and we can talk it over.
When I was 6 years old, I raised money in New York City to raise money for bulletproof vests for police officers.
Oh,
I never really wanted to be a police officer, but it was dangerous over there. Not knowing what was going to happen later, I came here to Maui and the job was available and was able to, to be part of this noble career.
It's noble.
Yeah.
So other than being police officers, is there anything that you guys do in the community as police officers or as just local guys doing nonprofit, doing
I used to coach. I coached at Maui High School.
wow, football?
Yeah, when I came here in I think 96, 97. and
Wow.
then and 99, and then on and off. I mean, I really love that, to be honest. I really love coaching, and I coach my sons. Last 2 years ago, I coached his little peewee or Tiny Mites football
Tiny Mites,
team.
wow, cool. Wow. And you Michael, any kind of other extracurricular outside being a police officer and being a local boy?
Not really.
Well, you're raising.
This is the part where you cut out.
Well, you have a daughter?
Yes, I have a
Well,
daughter.
that's your job, right?
There
Yeah,
you go.
I have a daughter.
Yeah.
I have
And
a
your children
son.
too?
Yes,
No?
I have 3.
Oh, wow.
I'm Tongan, but I participate in the Hawaiian culture over here. My son is Hawaiian, my daughter's Hawaiian, so I participate. I'm a member of Halemua. Practice Hawaiian culture and the duties of men within that culture.
Now, just a throw-out question. If, let's say, a young man or young woman wants to be a police officer here, and what would be the parameters, and would you encourage a young man or
Yeah,
woman
I
to
would.
become a police officer here in Hawaii?
I would. It was funny though, because growing up, I didn't want to be a policeman. Because growing up in Kailua, for some reason, we were always sweated by the police. And actually, this one officer in particular, but I won't mention his name. And I used to think to myself, oh, I don't want to do that. And then I graduated from UH. and
He's
I
like
needed a
that
job.
officer now.
And I graduated from UH. And I was actually coaching up at Kamehameha Kapalama. And I wanted to teach. I actually wanted to go back to school to be a teacher.
Wow, cool.
But I was tired of being poor. So I took the test, HPD and Maui, and passed both, but Maui called first.
Wow.
So yeah, I love the job. I mean, then when I was in recruit class, I thought, I don't have to be that way.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I said, my reputation precedes itself, but at least with kids, young adults, I try not to come off hard because they're impressionable. Because like I said, when I was 18, 19, 20, I was like, who's this guy? Who wants to be a cop? Who wants to be hated? And then, so, I mean, yeah, I have my moments at work. I mean, I'm not going to lie, but, but yeah, I would encourage people. It's a good job. It's secure.
Secure.
And it's a lot of fun. I think people from the outside, they don't know, what we do.
The inner workings and
Yeah.
the work that it
And,
involves.
think about it. A lot of situations people run away from, we're running
into.
We're being put in harm's way every day. So yeah, you might come off hard or abrasive or rough, but we got to take control of the scene, figure out what we got, and then go from there. Then once we can get everything diffused or find out what we have, then
Mellow out.
maybe mellow out a little bit. I think people, they don't see that. They don't understand that. They just think, oh, that's Johnston. He's this and that.
Yeah, right.
But I know. I also think that there's a lot of people that know I'm not like that. That I can be, I guess, compassionate or caring. Yeah, human.
Right.
So that's the only thing I think that I wish people would know is try to put yourself in our shoes.
In your shoes, absolutely. And you,
It's a great career, and main thing is always remember we're servants. Yeah, we're here to serve. And if you remember that, everything else will fall in place.
the bottom line is, one, you guys are local, and you guys are keeping it real. And I believe, that being local police officers is very special, because I've we've all of us had traveled on the left side of our journey.
Yep.
And and I've met a lot that weren't local, and it's a different reaction. There's a different connection. It's almost like when I was in the service. This is you and this is me. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna defend me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't care about you. But if a local police officer came to me, or even stopped me on the road per se, and he came with his Hawaiiana, his attitude of family Hawaiian, aloha to me, that already that all deterred from the action that's at hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'll be more apt to go ahead and communicate with you.
Yeah, be open.
You know what I mean? Be open with you.
Because of our culture, because of our upbringing, when we approach anybody, auntie, whoever, uncle, we treat them all with respect.
told me, ba-rum-ba-bum-bum, a newborn king to see, ba-rum-ba-bum-bum. Our finest gifts we bring, ba-rum-ba-bum-bum, to lay before.
Local boys.
I just had this thought, you know, because we're hitting on us and us growing up and kids and so forth. And, you know, another question is, in essence, how our children differ from like how we're just talking how we were to today. You know, 2011 compared to early 70s. You know what I mean? Because we're 45, you know, already. So, you know, it's for us, or for me anyway, it was real different. My dad was the law. You know what I mean? And my dad was 4 times smaller than we were. He's a Filipino guy. But he was the law. He imprinted that in our memory. You know what I mean? So when we go outside the box, there's nobody more bad than my dad.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think in a way, and that's how we looked at, you know, even as we're growing up, even at law and teachers and whoever, nobody's better than my dad. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. But we knew one thing is clear. Do not disrespect any elder at all. At all. My dad was just totally against it. My mom, before she passed, we were just very young growing up. And my youngest brother was 5 and we were very young. And that was very imprinted in our memory too. Respect and love. You know, so I think from that point to the now, and again, how we were talking, in a way, just my opinion, a lot of parents just, because we're trying to survive here today, in the now, that they really are not very concentrative on just that one essence of responsibility of our children. And it's almost like putting all of that responsibility on them without them knowing where to go or what to do. You know what I mean? And really there's no resources here as well, on Maui anyway, for the kids to, you know, like, you know, the programs that had previous and that they had deleted in county council and whatever. Now they're running amok because there is no plan, really. My mom and dad works, so we take care of ourselves at 12 and 13.
Yeah.
You know, by the time I get 18.
Yeah, you kind of tell me nothing.
You know,
for 5 years, I've been raising myself. I've been taking care of myself.
Yeah, so how can you tell me now when I'm 18 that
I can't go out do this?
Yeah, because I've been doing that at 13. You know what I mean? So what's the difference? You know, you guys can give me your own, you know, interlude on that, of that back then and now. You know what I mean?
I just think the kids, like you said, they're, you know, like you said, I think back, and actually, Mom, I love you, but my mom was the hammer in our house. You know, don't act up, because you call my mom, and hers was hit first, ask questions later. You know, and my dad was mellow. He was, only one time I remember my dad cracking me. Me and my sister were arguing about doing the dishes. I was like 14, she was 11. He's mumbling under my breath, and he turned me around, and he gave me one. It wasn't full on, but he gave me one. I was like, whoa. You know, kind of, woke me up. And we never argued about dishes again. But no, my mom was a hammer. My mom was a hammer. And, you know, and that's why it's funny. I look at these kids, and, you know, just the way they talk to their parents, but their parents put up with that.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, you know, like I was saying earlier, you know, they call us because their child's acting up. It's like, you're the parent. You don't have to beat them, but I believe you gotta put a little bit of fear in them. Yeah, you gotta put a little bit of fear and let them know, hey, you know, there's defined rules. I am the parent. You're my daughter, son. You know, I'll let you get away with this, but can't cross that line. You know, you're not old enough.
Right.
And you know, even my dad, it was funny growing up, and he passed away too when going on 21 years. I was 23, but he would never let us call adults by their first name, even if they introduce themselves.
Right.
You know, he'd you go, hey, no, that's, you know, Mr. So and so. You're not old enough.
Right.
And you know, was that respect? And I understood what he meant. But I don't think a lot of these kids, because like in school, for instance, they don't. I've never heard any student address their teacher as Mr. Vaitulala. It's either Mr. or Miss.
Mr. and Miss.
And that irritates me because, like, when I was at Maui High talking to this girl, she goes, "Oh, Officer Johnson." I said, "Oh, what girl?" She goes, "It's not my name." I said, "Well, it's the same thing you do to your teachers. You know, he has or she has a name. It's not Mr. or Miss." And, you know, I don't know, the schools kind of let it go, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Is now it permeates all the schools, and, you know, everybody's Mr. or Miss. It's not, you know, Mr. so-and-so or Mrs. so-and-so. And I think if you can bring that back, that respect, you know, that discipline, you know, just it'll work better.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I think so too, because just that one simplicity of saying names, Mr. and Mrs. You know what I mean? Johnson, Mr. DeMoran. You know, that right there is a respect thing already.
Yeah.
So that is embedded in them on a repetitious basis instead of going Mr. Mrs. And then there's no respect there.
Yeah, because you ask them, what is your teacher's name?
A miss.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, how sad is that? You've been in school 3 years, you don't even know your teacher's last name.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of sad.
Sad. Yeah, absolutely.
You
Absolutely.
know, but I think the schools too, with all this litigation and suing, they let a lot of stuff go because they don't want to be sued. They don't want to be, you know, but I believe sue, but if you right, stand up for what's right, you know.
Right.
That's just unfortunate, you know, our society, we can sue everybody for everything.
Yeah, right.
But,
absolutely.
you know, that just comes kind of with the territory.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what another problem is though? With this no spanking law. The kids know about it. So they're like, ha ha ha. What you can do? Hit me. I go to school and tell my teacher about it. The cops will come over to the house and question you. It's abuse. With
But
the
it-
spanking law. It's like because the kids, they know about it. And it's like,
So they cry.
there's
Well, but if
shove
we
it in your
can-
face. Well, what are you going to do?
Yeah, but if
You
we
hit
can
me,
tell
go to
it's
school
not
and tell about
abuse. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but if they go and make a complaint to the teachers,
You gotta have the investigation.
they got to investigate.
I mean, yeah, they got to
So that doesn't
investigate.
help them.
Well, but I think that's good because, I mean, back in the day when you really were being abused.
My mom's guilty of attempted murder.
Yeah, mine too. You can, you know, like I said, yeah, you got to get investigated and nobody wants to go through that. But if you're not wrong,
Why not?
stand up for, you know, and like I said, we go there and like I said, you look at the kids, you go to the, oh, why did your dad, you know, punching them out or slapping them out? Oh, I told him F you. Okay, well, you don't think you know, a lot of these kids, you know, but like I said, if we go to the house and the arm is broke and the eye is out, then yeah, it's clear. But if it's just a spanking,
Yeah, or
you know,
bruise.
yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. We do what we see, we investigate, we write what we find out, then it goes to the, you know,
Culture,
respective
services.
services or whatever, and then they make a determination. So, you know.
So basically, I think now behind the kids being so rotten is because there is no standard ground
Structure, yeah.
There's no structure there. You know, so to help a child again at 12, 13, 14, 15, up to 18, go ahead and work your life because, you know, we're feeding you, we're clothing you, we're housing you. That's not a parent. A parent is being there, caressing them into their world, you know, and I think because they're so caught up in the working aspect and the belief of if I feed them, I'm taking care of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I give them the pencil for school,
Yeah,
I'm taking care of them. So after that, the kids are making their own determination.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sorry, kids making choices wrong.
Yeah, and that too, and I think with people, if they're young parents, you know, some of them raise their children as their friend.
Right.
You know, not there's no delineation between
Father,
child's parent.
Right.
You know, they raise them as their friend. They let them do what they like doing. I mean, you know, I'm not in that shoe, so I cannot say, but I think some of that comes along too, because the way they act with their mom and their dad, and you're like, it's like nothing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You know, it's my buddy. It's not my dad. It's my buddy.
Well, you know, we had one situation where where this one father was pretty much partying with his kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the kids was underage, and he was treating them like friends instead of his kids. You know, and that right there is a huge issue. You know what I mean? Now the kids are defining that situation. Now the next adult comes along, why they're not doing the same? You know what I mean? Because they're not taught too much the right and wrong, and this is what you are. You're a child.
Yeah.
This is where we're leading you to be. They're already leading themselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's a big problem, especially here, because I live here. You know what I mean? And I deal with a lot of people in my business, and the kids come, and just how they speak, I just like turn off the radio, close the light, and just.
I was 23 years old. My auntie agree. Come down, I sit there, I'm talking. She goes, hey, little kids are to be seen and not heard. And I kind of, I looked at her and I looked at my mom, and my mom goes, well, you heard your auntie. And I'm like, oh, I'm 23 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, when am I going to stop being a kid? You know what I mean? So I had to get up from the table and go
And
sit
leave.
over there
Absolutely.
and sit with the kids. And it's fun.
Never.
And you know, very proud. You know what I mean? Very, very proud.
Family's the cornerstone of everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You see the drugs over here, but sooner people realize the greatest happiness in this life is watching your children grow to their greatest potential.
Absolutely.
That's it right there. It's not,
Well,
So family is the core, and when that's good, you know, people grow up to be good citizens,
Better people.
law-abiding citizens,
Yeah, absolutely.
and good people.
And like you said, family is tight here. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
very-
You
very
can be
This is our
40 years
culture.
old and still living at
And still
home with your
living at
parents.
home.
And, you know, and it's all good. That's,
all
you know,
good.
that's how everybody, you know, that's what I mean by everybody, you know, is the same.
It's the same.
You know, and even before when we was growing up, if you was acting up, your neighbor could give you crack.
Exactly.
And, you
Or
know,
the teachers would.
yeah, and you know, and you go home and tell your parents, you know, yeah, you're gonna get crack from them.
again.
But now, you know, like you said, it shifted. It's always the teacher's fault or it's
Right.
this guy's
This guy's
fault.
fault.
Instead of them
Amen.
taking responsibility of their children
Amen. That's
or their stuff, you know, it's, you know, they blaming us. And even a lot of calls we go to is actually there's a lot of silly stuff. We gotta go talk to kids. You know, they're 5, 6, 7 years old, and you're like,
What?
you know, and you're like,
gotta
you're the
parent.
parent. Yeah, why? Are
Yeah,
you,
but you can't discipline them.
well, within the law, I mean, in the law you
Spay.
can, but yeah, you're not gonna, you know,
Yeah.
if we go to the house and his eyes hanging out, that's not that's not discipline.
That's how I grew up.
Yeah.
He was get me out.
You know, and maybe 1975, you know, yeah, but
Absolutely.
2011,
You can't get
that's
rid of
yeah,
it. You
you're not
can't
gonna
get
get,
rid of it.
But a lot of people, I think, you know, make us the police to be the bad
The
guys.
bad
They're not
people.
taking responsibility for it. Even their children, the guys that are adults we arrest. You know, my son never did nothing. Okay, well, we just caught your son in a stolen car and 20 pounds of drugs, but you know, he never did it, right?
He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, and he might have been at one time, but you
but
know,
I know though.
yeah.
You know, you guys are doing great. You know what I mean? And
We
continue.
try. We try.
Yeah, continue to do great things. You know.
Local boys. Local boys.
Feeling alright, yeah.
Local boys. Local boys.